Welcome to Frequency Matters, the R for Microwave Update series. I'm Pat Hindle, and I'm here with my co-host Higham. This episode, we're going to cover our August European Microwave Week show issue, and along with mmWave theme. The cover story is Chips and Pomme Fries, a French semiconductor success story, and it reviews all the wireless and microwave industry in France ahead of the European Microwave Week event 2024 taking place in Paris, and it's written by Helen Duncan, so it's a good one to check out. As many countries are focused now on their native semiconductor supply chain, you can see all the major players in the RF space in France. Also in this issue, we cover the European Microwave Week event taking place September 22nd through the 27th, plus a special focus section on mmWave technology. Eric, what do we have for technical features?
Thanks, Pat. We've got an update from EJL Wireless on the wireless RAN market. And the conclusion is the future is a bit murky unless you're in the local Chinese market. The article is very thorough, and it's much more than just a forecast because it gets into the recent history and drivers for the RAN market, along with trends on integration and spectrum allocation. So lots of good stuff in that article. We also have an article from Quaxis that looks at the required skill set for quantum hardware engineers. And the article gets into some of the fundamentals of qubits and quantum oscillators, describes some of the most important skills for quantum hardware development. It also describes some of the areas that will be important for quantum hardware engineers and the development of quantum processors. So that's a good look at what will be required as quantum applications start to evolve.
And turning to the news, as a part of the Investing in America tour, the Biden-Harris administration announced that the U.S. Department of Commerce and Global Wafers America and MEMC, which is a subsidiary of Global Wafers, have signed a non-binding preliminary memorandum of terms, and that will provide $400 million in funding to direct under the CHIPS Act and the Science Act. It will help onshore the critical semiconductor wafer production and advance U.S. technology leadership. President Biden signed this bipartisan CHIPS and Science Act as a key component in Investing in America agenda, and supposed to usher a new era of semiconductor manufacturing in the U.S., which we've all heard about. And then the proposed CHIPS investment would also support the construction of new wafer manufacturing facilities and the creation of 1,700 construction jobs and 880 manufacturing jobs in this effort here. The proposed investments will support products at total capital expenditures of approximately $4 billion across the U.S. They also announced that the U.S. Department of Commerce and Amkor Technology have signed a non-binding preliminary memorandum of terms to provide $400 million in proposed direct funding under the CHIPS and Science Act. And this proposed funding would support Amkor's investment of approximately $2 billion in greenfield project in Peoria, Arizona, which will provide full end-to-end advanced semiconductor packaging. It'll be the world's most advanced semiconductor applications in high-performance computing, artificial intelligence, and communications, and automotive end markets for this needs. Eric, what did you see in the news?
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, Pat. And I saw a report from Del Oro Group on mobile backhaul transport equipment, and they project that total transport system revenue over the next 5 years will be $24.5 billion. And that market is obviously linked to the RAN market, so the near-term forecast is down by about 6% from previous forecasts because of 5G rollout delays and reductions. And interestingly, they're forecasting that wireless systems for backhaul will grow at a higher rate than fiber systems, and they attribute this to more mobile radio deployments occurring in countries that mostly use point-to-point microwave transmission systems for mobile backhaul. And then to amplify our quantum story that I mentioned earlier, I saw a report from ID TechX that investigates quantum technology trends, players, and forecasts. And it gets into detail on the increased effort towards commercialization in the market segments of quantum sensing, quantum computing, and quantum communications. So that offers some interesting insights into where we are now in these areas and what has to be done to enable future growth.
And turning to events, our colleagues just got back from the IEEE EMC SIPI event that took place in Phoenix, Arizona. So we'll give you a summary report in our next episode. But up next for us is European Microwave Week, as we said. That's September 22nd to the 27th in Paris, France. And our August issue has a message from the chair and an overview of the event that I wrote, just kind of how to get around and what there are in the conferences. So you got to make sure you check out, there's 3 conferences: the European Microwave Conference, the European Microwave Integrated Circuits Conference, and the European Radar Conference. And there's also 3 great forums there that bring together device, component, and even systems companies, which is very unique. There's a 5G, 6G forum, an automotive forum, and the Defense, Security, and Space forum, which will be helping out on the organization of that. Eric, what do you have for events?
Well, the next EDICon Online Educational Day is right around the corner on August the 21st. And the theme of this next session is Signal Integrity and Power Integrity. And after that, the final session will be on October the 23rd, and it'll cover radar, automotive, and SATCOM topics. So you can still sign up for both of those EDICon online sessions on our website under the Events tab. And that wraps up this episode. Our sponsor is RFMW. RFMW is a technical distributor of RF and microwave products and now power management products. When you start your next design, consider their multiple product lines. And remember, as an industry member, a subscription to Microwave Journal is free, so please visit our website and subscribe today if you're not already a reader. Thanks for watching this episode, and please join us next time for another Frequency Matters.